Brand voice. You've heard it, you've read about it, you know you need to have it, but what is it really? And where do you even start when it comes to crafting your own brand voice for your business? Step away from the overwhelmingness and stay with me. Because in this video, you are going to learn the cozy process, yes, step by step, and no, it's not confusing or fluffy, to figuring out your brand voice so that you can write personality-packed copy that will abso-freaking-lutely swoon your audience. Let's cue a fun GIF and let's dive in. Yellow cozy cutie. Yes, that's what we're going with today. Cozy cutie, because you are so cute. I'm Mia. I'm a copywriter and a brand strategist for introverted creatives who want to make way more money with their words and not by jumping up and down and dancing around on little reels on Instagram, on social media. Don't get me wrong, those fun dances can be fun, but posting every day to social media, not so much fun. And it just doesn't fill my introvert bucket. Does it fill yours? I didn't think so. Pleased to meet ya if you are new here. I already adore ya if you're a regular. Welcome. Hit subscribe for weekly value stuffed videos just like this one. All right, but first we need to talk about the baby elephant in the room, brand voice. What does it really mean? I mean, it sounds great. I have a strong brand voice. My brand voice is on point, but what does it really mean? To put things in real simple terms, your brand voice is your brand's one-of-a-kind personality and style. It's how your brand, how you communicate as a business. It's what you say and how you say it, how you type, the words that you choose, the tone and the pace of your messaging and your copy. And it is the vibe of what is actually the essence of your brand, which is you.
It's always been you, right?
The closer your brand voice is to you, the more authentic your brand will be and the more relatable it will be to your audience. This is why I always tell my clients, my students, to keep it real, you know, like the cool kids do. All in all, your brand voice will be that emotion, the feeling you leave your audience with after they've read an email from you or consumed your content or visited your website. So to put it in real 2024 Gen Z terms, your brand voice, it is the vibe. So let me ask you this. Let's do a little brainstorming to get started. If your brand was a person, what would they be like? What is their vibe? What is their personality, their style? For example, are they luxurious and more high touch and authoritative, or minimalistic and sophisticated, or cozy and friendly? Hi! There are so many brand personalities that you could choose from, dig into and make your own, and then stay tuned because a little later in this video, I'm actually going to give you an AI prompt that you can feed ChatGPT and it's going to spit out something real cool. So stay tuned for that. So why is it so important to have a brand voice? Like, what is the big deal here? It's important for so many reasons, but let's sum up the most potent ones. Number one, brand recognition. Making you and your business top of mind for your audience. Making your brand one for the books. Making your brand stand out from the crowd and the noise. There are so many businesses out there, so many content creators, and having a brand voice is really going to help you, well, stand out. This is how you can avoid the comparison game and the competition. Saturated markets. Number two, relationship building. Yes, the know, the like, the trust factor that I talk about a lot on this channel. But what you're doing is you're creating a special universe for your audience where they feel seen, they feel heard, they feel safe because you are totally their vibe. I'm gonna stop saying vibe now. You resonate with them because of that vibe. You are speaking directly to them and that resonates. Sparks are flying all over the place. So that's all dandy and good. Now let's dive into how you can actually uncover your brand voice and the magic ingredients of a brand personality. So let's find your brand voice, like Sarah looking for John in Serendipity. What an underrated movie. Like, honestly, it is so good. I think I might watch it tonight. All right, first load of ingredients. Values. Yes. Your brand voice is going to be very much based on your own personal values and your business's values. In other words, what is important to you? For example, some of my values are freedom, cozy vibes, dreaming big, realness, and introvert proof, baby. So what are some of yours? My suggestion, if you're not sure about what your values are, head on over to Google, type in values list, and start to highlight the words that pop and strike something in you. Start there. You don't need more than 5. Trust me, if you can't remember your values, you have too many. Second ingredient, brand tone. What I mean by brand tone is the energy, the emotion and tone of your copy. How do you communicate in your website copy, in your emails and content? And how is that copy perceived by your audience? This is your brand tone. The emotion in your brand tone comes down to how you want your audience to feel, really. How you want them to feel when they consume what you create. Having the right tone for your brand voice can spark, yet again, lots of sparks flying all over the place. A strong connection with your audience, making your brand more relatable and more memorable. So just some examples. Are you formal, polished, professional, corporate sounding? Or are you more informal, casual, conversational, friendly? Do you have a friendly vibe or a more authoritative vibe? So is your brand warm, approachable, and relaxed? Or are you confident, knowledgeable, and serious business vibes? Are you very enthusiastic with a lot of energy, lively, extrovertedness, excited? Or are you more calm, soothing, reassuring, cozy vibes? So the tone of your brand will, of course, again, be based on you as a person. So start there. But if you're stuck here, it might be helpful to talk to people who know you, not you as a business, but you as a person. Or do some self-reflection exercises like journaling or free writing to help you uncover your communication style. Asking yourself that question, if my brand was a personality, well, what would they be like? Start journaling. Ingredient number 3, your audience. Of course, we shall and shan't not forget about your people. Once you've done some digging into yourself, your values, and what you'd like to sound like, brand tone, we have to zoom in on your people because they are going to reflect and shape your brand voice. After all, they're the people who you are trying to help, the people that you want to discover you. So you need to be speaking their language. There needs to be a balance between your personality and your audience's. Love. Do a little audience research. Do a little digging. Survey them. Talk to them. Stalk to them. If talking to them sounds too scary, definitely stalk. What are some words or key phrases that tend to pop up a lot when it comes to the problems and the dreams that they have? Make a note. Next up, we have your go-tos and your don't-dos. Once you've landed on a brand tone that you'd like to explore and make your own, your values, and you've done some nerdy audience research, start to brainstorm words, phrases, language that you tend to say a lot and make it part of your brand glossary, your brand dictionary. So I have a list of running Mia sayings that I tend to say a lot: cozy vibes, toodles, all the things. Or when I come across another saying in an email or a website or a magazine that I find hilarious and really resonate with, I will make a note of that and add it to this list. Once you've brainstormed what you do say a lot, I want you to also think about what your brand voice is not about. What are you not going to be saying in your copy? What are some words that you just don't want to be associated with? So for example, I try to avoid the terms lead gen, lead, hustle, that kind of thing. Having a document like this, especially in the beginning as you're still figuring out what you want your brand to sound like, can be really, really helpful. But the more you start to write in your brand voice, it's going to become more natural to you and you won't have to refer to this document all the time. But still, if and when you get stuck when it comes to writing copy, it's honestly like having a hot cup of coffee on a cool day. In other words, pun intended, it's great. Let's not forget about the fun stuff. So splash on some humor and fun references. What kind of humor does your brand have? If any, but hopefully you will have some, because otherwise, well, that's okay, I guess. Are there any emojis that you tend to use a lot? I love a good coffee emoji and a chocolate emoji because my audience knows I'm all about the cozy vibes, so it makes sense for me to use that in my copy. And what about references? Do you have any fun mutual references with your audience? For instance, I love a good Friends gif slash meme slash reference. And my audience knows this. You know that I love Friends, to the point that you will actually DM me when you are watching Friends, which I love. My brand, top of mind for them.
Not just a hat rack, my friend.
So infuse this stuff into your copy too, by the likes of memes, GIFs, written references to pop culture, or millennial, depending on your generation, nostalgia. This is what's going to also connect your audience to your brand. So number one, it's going to up the relatability and resonance of your brand, but also two, it's gonna make your brand way more fun, way more engaging for your peeps. And now for that fun AI prompt I promised you in the beginning of this video. Here's what you're gonna feed ChatGPT. I am your title, who help your audience with problem so that they can solution, audit my brand voice in the text following. Then you're gonna enter an Instagram caption, an email that you've written, or copy from your website and paste it in here. Then ask ChatGPT, what is my brand personality? What sticks out? How would you describe my brand if it were a person? And then see what ChatGPT spits out for you. I did this as a fun exercise to see if the words that I'm writing is a match to my brand voice. And it checked out. So try it yourself and let me know in the comments below what it says, okay? Was it a match? Do you need to tweak some stuff in your copy? What's up? Discovering your brand voice can take a while, especially if you are new creating stuff online. Gosh, it took me like, I don't know, 3 years to really find my voice and be confident in it. For a while there, I catch myself sounding like every other marketer on the internet. I'm like, where's Mia in all of this? So make sure that you exist in your brand voice, not someone else. But now you have some fun ingredients to get you started. Next up, audit your emails, your website copy, your content, your offers to make sure that you are writing with your brand voice in mind and in heart. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. You are special because most people don't watch a video from the beginning to an end. So I appreciate you very, very much. I'll see you next week for another value stuff video. Make sure you subscribe and toodles. I'm out.